Volatility is back. Sorry, welcome aboard. Coming to you from Las Vegas. This will be considered a noon update because I'll be catching a plane and I want to give you an update of what's going on. And of course, we've seen some major volatility in the markets here. And as we opened up about 200 and then get down about 200, the Dow is now trying to charge right back in again. And of course, you can see if this chart will ever load up. What I'm talking about, notice how we peaked down to the bottom, had a little bit of a blow up to the downside. We've now rallied back almost 100 points off of the bottom. But again, this looks to be a market that's going to be weak, and we're going to see a rip your face off rally. It tried a couple of times yesterday, did not succeed. I'm sure it will try a couple of times today, and it will probably not succeed. But at some point, we're going to get one that's going to follow through. Oil, after a $4 drop, can only manage a 95-cent gain. Not very exciting when you look at the big picture. And of course, we've got that oversupply and not enough demand. So that would make sense. Gold is a little bit higher. The bonds are lower. You've got other things going on in the market. But I think the big story today is the cryptocurrencies that are falling apart. And that's kind of tying in with the pot stocks that are getting creamed today as well. I think overall, again, this is all about watching the VIX. The volatility index is the key. The VIX was lower earlier, but was not down enough, which is certainly why I think we saw part of this rally. But at the end, as we just look at the general picture is ugly. That's the general picture. Markets look like they're heading significantly lower. We've got the old tech wreck. Grains are kind of mixed today. Beans are a little higher. Corn's a little bit lower. And wheat's under pressure once again after that big rally the other day. As we said, and we wrote over the weekend, 520 was that resistance level, and certainly enough, 520 was the high of this most recent move. The meats are a little bit mixed. Feeders are a little bit higher, fats are a little bit lower, and hogs are a little lower. So really, other than the equities and oil, there's not a lot going on right now. I think we continue to watch. We are still looking for selling opportunities, but I would love to see, a rally back probably to 25,500 in the Dow before I'd really want to sell it. And I think one of the things you got to take out of this is the strength in the different indexes. You've got the Russell under now what they call the death cross, which is the 50 crossing over 200. So they can make all the news they want. They can talk about how great the economy is. The bottom line is simple. Higher rates, higher costs of employees is going to take away profits from companies. And until that resolves, we're going to have some problems. I think you're looking at some very, very serious selling. Now, again, we're looking for some selling into probably the Thanksgiving time, then with the Santa Claus rally. But I think starting in the first quarter next year, I think it gets ugly. I think the Fed continues to raise because we know, first of all, they're not happy that President Trump is tripping up against them, number one. Number two, always blow it. So why would I expect this time to be different? In the meantime, back for a normal update tomorrow, but wanted to make sure I gave you some ideas of what's going on here. In the meantime, we are looking to be potential sellers. So for Bubba's Daily Update, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back in Chicago. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.